What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLibby Games coming at you with another cool live stream back in Arrow Valley today. And we are going to be doing some odds and ends. And the last time we created this RMC T-Rex. And now we're going to be filling in with some scenery and some theming. So here we are. And what I'm going to be doing, this spot has been naked for so long. And we are going to fill that up today. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be editing this building. Which it's not technically a building just yet. So we're going to be fixing that. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's been quite a few days since we've done anything on the channel. And it's time to come back and do this. So we're going to be, I haven't played since the new update has come out, or I haven't played this park since the update has come out, so we might be implementing some stuff in there, as far as maybe picnic benches and stuff like that. So let's see what we have on this side. I'm going to, of course, differ it from this side. We're going to have to put, I'm going to put some staff buildings in as well. That way we are covered there. And over here we got just a Memento, Mexilente, and Pip Shot. So there is no Chief Beef. Do we even have a Chief Beef in the park yet? I don't think we do. Or we have this one way back here. So we have the one back over here by the... I can actually... While we're at it, I should replace these, of course, with the actual picnic benches. That would actually be very nice, because those are pretend, and we can actually put some real ones in there. So, yeah. So, thankfully I didn't go too far with fake... non-functional picnic benches, but now we got real picnic benches. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be building some stuff over here. So we got a Chief Beef in the park, but it's on that side. Maybe we should have another one over here. I don't know. Let's actually take a look at the shops and see what we can place in here. So we don't have... We can put in a pizza pen. I have a pizza spot. Oh, I thought I was editing the... Why are we diagonal? What? Oh, I wasn't editing that building. That's why. Okay. Got confused for a second. Alright, let's go ahead and change the grid height. So I can place this exactly where I need it to be. Alright, so this is going to be the pizza pen. And we'll place it right there. Alright, so the pathway is covered up just like we want it. And we're going to go ahead and build a building around this. It's going to be some simple building. Being pizza pen, let's go ahead and go with a brick texture here. We're going to decorate up eventually. And I think I know what I'm going to do with this area over here. So this is just going to be a nice little building off to the side. Just gonna have just a little spot right here, kind of like a back area section. And let's go ahead and go with the flat roof tactic here. So I'm gonna do smooth concrete. This is just gonna be a small building right here, and we're gonna add possibly some more complex buildings down the line, because we gotta fill this area up with that. So, let's go how we're going to decorate this up. We're going to go ahead and use some columns here. I'm going to go ahead and use these concrete columns here to help decorate this spot. Alright, we're going to put some, or add more to the roof. Actually, let's do that first. That way I know where I'm going here. So, let's go ahead, let's keep it brick. Let's go ahead and change the color of it at the top here. That way there's a little bit of difference to it. So I'm going to use a flat roof for this piece, or for this part right here. And now we're going to go ahead and use some columns as of right here. So I hope you guys have been doing great since last time I saw you guys. A lot of you are always here, of course, on cue, like as soon as the stream starts. And I got a little boost of momentum and confidence lately. And yesterday I didn't have it, so that's probably why there wasn't a stream or anything yesterday. I just could not find the will to live stream or do anything yesterday, and I apologize for that. You know, I don't want to do anything when I don't have any confidence or momentum or whatever you want to call it going into episodes and stuff. I want to make sure that I am fully ready for what's ahead. So let's go ahead and get some signs in here. We're going to do shop signs. And we're going to go ahead and find the pizza pen stuff here as well. Let's see if we can find something here. There's some pizza pen signage over here. This is going to be the pizza pen. Chief beef pizza pen. Alright, should we copy some more of these over here? Maybe in between? Yeah, let's do that. That'll look good. I'll add some a little bit more detail to the stall itself. Just a little bit. And let's go ahead and add a couple of windows. Nice fancy windows to the building. Let's go ahead and change the color on this thing. And let's go with, just do a gray, dark gray here. And I'm going to lower this just a little bit more here. And we're going to place it on both sides. And of course I'm going to go ahead and find the pizza pen awning, because that always helps. So I love the pizza pen. I love the pizza pen. Alright, let's see what we got here. Pizza pen. There it is. We're going to go ahead and raise that up just a little bit so it is nice and beautiful. And we're just going to add as many little details as we can to each building. That's going to be the idea. Now this, I was thinking about this, and I've been thinking about this park lately, and I was like, man, I feel like it's a lot more complete than Westwood at the state it's in. I mean, we're only on episode like 15 right now, and we actually have gotten quite a bit done layout-wise for the park. As you can see, it's actually grown quite well. So I'm thinking maybe this one might not be as many episodes. So, I mean, Westwood was about 40 episodes, but again, that was a theme park. So every element of that park is themed. This one is not as themed. It's just, you know, generic. Everything in this park is generic. It's all about the rides in this park, kind of like a Cedar Point-esque kind of park. So that's going to be, again, that's the idea with this park, if people did not already know. So this is going to, let's go ahead and get the larger one, and there, that we can do it in just one piece. So we're going to just decorate that stuff up like that. Oh man, that's beautiful. So I've just been messing around, you know, decorating or detailing your buildings. It's starting to come a little bit more natural to me lately, I feel. I'm just kind of, even if I don't know what I'm doing, I usually just kind of throw stuff in there, and it looks really cool. But lately I have been just throwing some stuff together and saying, hey, that actually looks pretty decent, and you just kind of like just throw some random details saying, hey, that might actually look good with that. So, and if it doesn't, then you can go ahead and do something else. You know, you don't have to go with what you originally planned. So what you got to do, what I'm doing here is literally just adding some random details that really don't do anything for it except make it look kind of nicer. So what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to go ahead and place that down. I'm going to create another little trim on the inside of that, and we're going to change that color to kind of this dark orangish yellow kind of. It's kind of got that feel, kind of give that pizza feel to it. And let's go ahead and, okay, so it's not going to let me do that properly. It's still kind of glitchy, but that's okay. We are prepared, and we can just get our trims over like so. So there we go. We have some nice little things going on here for this nice little stall, or this little stall for the pizza pen. You got a little pizza, and again, this is going to be the main square. If you want some food and items and stuff, you're going to be wanting to go here. And we still have to make like a water display here in the middle section of this entrance. So that's going to be nice. I can't wait for that. And then kind of like my ideas with the rest of the park, I think I'm going to add a little bit more on the back of the park here, maybe even a little bit more over here. We're going to add a couple more coasters. Again, there's going to be a lot of different kind of things going on there. So what we're going to be doing is there's going to be a lot of coasters to this park. If you didn't already know, this is going to be kind of like the coaster park of the JLW Entertainment chain. So that's going to be a nice thing to note there. because we're going to be like, oh man, they're going to get all the roller coasters, of course. Kind of like the Cedar Point. But I don't know, the next park that I have planned after Arrow Valley and Rustic City are done, you guys are going to enjoy that series a lot. Like, trust me, you are going to enjoy that series a lot after... there's better things to come, and I thought Arrow Valley was turning out fantastic, and Rustic City is going to be fantastic, but that is literally just the beginning. Like, my goodness, you guys have no idea what's coming, and it is going to be huge. Okay, so now that I'm done with a little bit of teasing for the future, let's go ahead and get some more stuff in here. So let's see. I don't have any drink stalls over here, so let's get in here with the drink stalls. I think I actually put some in here, but we need to put some on this side as well. So we're gonna place this one a little further back. That way it has a little bit more different feel to it. So this is going to be, let's see, what do we want to use? We don't have a Street Fox coffee yet, so that would be actually fit pretty well theming here in this section. So we're gonna go ahead and put a Street Fox coffee in here, and I'm gonna build the building backwards just a little bit on this one. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna go wall pieces, and I'm going to find out what I want to use. Maybe like a different style brick, and that way it is different enough to go, oh, that is different, and you won't go, oh, they just use the same texture and same walls for, the exact same thing. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to build its own little thing here, and it's going to be its own different kind of building. And, tip with building, if you're building a lot of buildings side by sides, make sure that there's a height difference between them. I'm just throwing out some tips out there. If there's a height difference between them, they're going to be a little bit more interesting to look at. So we're going to be doing that. And let's see. We're going to do, go ahead and use the smooth concrete on top of here. And when you first start out, it's going to look as bland as crap. Like, look, it just looks crappy. Look at Pizza Pen. It was bland, and then we just started adding some minor details here and there, and now it looks fantastic. So that's what we're going to keep that. We're going to keep that look going up here with this. So that's blah, blah, blah. I'm talking so fast, don't even know how to speak anymore. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and use Mimic. No, I don't want to use that, actually. Let's go ahead and use the lime plaster. This one's nice. I like this texture a lot. So we're going to go ahead and use that here on the Street Fox Coffee building, and that is going to be cool because we are going to create the most awesome Street Fox Coffee stall building here that you have never did see. So again, I'm making up my own words because I can do that. So shop signs, we are going to go ahead and find Street Fox Coffee, the best, even better than Starbucks. I guarantee you, guaranteed to be better than Starbucks. Okay. Do you have any bigger signs? Not really. So. But I kind of want to put some up there. So, well, let's add just a couple of minor details. I always like to add some columns. We're going to use some different columns here. That way they're at least different enough from there. So we're going to use this brick column here. And we're going to change the colors up just a little bit. I'm going to use kind of like this brown, kind of a brown texture for this. So let's go ahead and find kind of like a brown texture with maybe some gray. Gray goes good with everything, so that will look okay. We'll put this on the end here, and we're going to build this up to the top, kind of similar, but different enough. Now, of course, it's going to do that crap on me, but that's okay. So, we're going to live with it. Just like so. Alright, so now we're going to kind of do this, a similar thing that we did with the Pizza Pen building. Just a little bit, but of course it's going to have some different textures, and it's going to look different and stuff, because we don't want all of the buildings looking the same. No sirree. So that's going to be that. Let's go ahead and put in a sign right here. I sound hyper. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay a little bit exciting, of course. You got to stay excited. Let's put you right there. Brilliant. Alright, I want to put it like this on the side right here. Extra advertising for people that can't even see it. That's brilliant. So we're going to use just so much advertising. So the guests are going to be drawn to this building because they want their coffee. People want their coffee. And we are for sure going to give it to them. All right. I have some signage on the back, a little bit of signage on the back. All right, so we got to put a twist on this. So let's go ahead and let's find, ooh, yes. Let's make this a nice little brown color. Just trying to stay entertaining. You know, you can't, I know how live streams are. You can get long live streams with no, a lot of dead space and silence. I'm going to eliminate any possibility of that. That's what we're doing today. No boring spots. All right, so that's, here, get right there, okay. This is going to be an interesting building. It's going to be kind of a unique style looking thing that's going to look fantastic. All right, so this is orange. I don't want this to be orange. Well, actually it doesn't look too bad. We're going to make this red because, Street Fox Coffee has some red into it as well. And their colors, they have like their own colors. All right, it's looking interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I like this yellow on this brick yet. Looks kind of strange at the moment. All right, we got to make sure this is all lit up. We got to have those lights in there. Have those built-up lights in there. Whoops, I meant to sink that in just a little bit. I like to sink them in just a little bit. Make it look like it's part of the structure. Okay. Pulling you over here. Brilliant. That's going to light up nice at night. Let's go ahead and put some path covers here. That way, guests looks a little bit more full at that spot right there. Okay, so we're going to add another window over here at the pizza pen. We're going to have the pizza pen. I might lower this up. That way it's even with the other ones. There we go. That's brilliant. Okay, so that's what it's missing. It's missing some windows over here. So let's add some different windows to the pizza pen. And, of course, we're going to find the awning. I haven't decided, by the way, I haven't decided all the names for the coasters yet. So that will come later date. So don't have that just yet. It's a work in progress. Okay, I guess we're going to have to move the window over just a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I can copy both of them. Oh, no, it's going to do that. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We are going to still do that, but we're going to have to do one at a time to make it a little bit easier on me. Okay. All right, so we're going to add some more windows to the mix. We're going to make it look like it is 2 stories tall, which will look brilliant overall. All right, that's adding some details to the building, and that's starting to look more like a coffee shop to me. I don't know about you guys, but I think that looks a lot more like a coffee shop at the moment, so. All right, so let's go ahead and add another detail going on over here. We're going to stay in the columns section, and let's see. Let's do something different over here. I'm going to use let's use a concrete column for this specific spot that I'm going to do. It's going to be kind of like a hangover piece, kind of like what we did on the pizza pen. All right, excellent. All right, get off my screen. Stuff is just popping all over my screen. Yes, I have new mail. I don't care. All right, I can wait. I'm not doing that right now. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's get a smaller piece over here. Yeah, that's gonna fit in there quite nicely. Well, almost. All right, that will work. Okay, so now I feel like it's left. It needs a little bit more pizzazz to it. So we're going to add this piece here. Not like that, but we're going to have to turn the angle snap on. Whoops. Pull that out just a little bit. Now that's a trim to look pretty by. That's going to look gorgeous. This is an interesting looking build. It's turning out to be a very interesting looking building. So let's go ahead and get some extra windows up here and this. So I don't know if I want to put those up there. It was worth a shot. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know if I want to use wooden stuff like that. What if I did this and mirrored it on the other side like that? That looks interesting. Kind of creating a custom window section in between here. Again, the extra details are just going to be off the charts here, so just be prepared for that. Be prepared for details. Alright, let's change the color of this because we don't want that to be the same, as there's just a lot of red going on, so let's add a little bit more color to it, extra color to it. That's going to look nice. Alright, that's looking like a pretty good building. I like the way that looks. Alright, so we're doing a good job so far, as you can see, and it looks a little more difficult. We gotta have to have a walk-in building at 1.2. We need to add a walk-in building. So we gotta have a building that you can actually walk inside to. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go back into editing this building, and let's see. This should be some sort of gift shop. Do we have a Hats Fantastic over here? Do we have a Hats Fantastic? I don't know if I put a Hats Fantastic. I think it's just a memento. So we are going to add a Hats Fantastic. So it's like a hat store. Okay, so let's start off by using an arch, because we're going to be doing that first. And we are going to be using, yeah, why not? Let's use this one. So, no, let's use the rough concrete. And that's going to be like the door frame for the entrance. And we are going to start building some beautiful, awesome walls over around here. Up around here. So let's go ahead and change the color of this. We're gonna make this, let's see, let's make it a not that green, kind of a faded dark green that will fit the Hats Fantastic color for the most part, what we're looking for. So again, we're gonna make this all different kind of shapes and sizes throughout here, so that will help out a bunch. Alright, so this is going to be this kind of shape. And the Hats Fantastic store, let's make it very tall. We're going to make it taller than the Street Fox Coffee. Alright, so now we got to put the shop inside. So let's go ahead and put the shop inside. Let's see, gift shops and Hats Fantastic. I love the puns that they come up with some of these shops. It's just incredible. Like, who thinks of it? Now, I don't think I'm going to work on any like interior stuff on this park for now. I don't know if I ever will, but I've never been into like interior stuff. They go in, you're not gonna really usually see it anyways that often unless you go inside, which some people might do quite a bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So alright, let's actually change the roof color on this one because I'm getting tired of the same old. So let's go ahead and make this let's make it a nice green. Oh, I never finished that wall. There we go. Alright, we'll need one more extra piece on the top of this, and I think I know what I want to use for this. We're going to go ahead and use the stucco roof wall piece, wherever it went. There it is. The top piece. Alright, let's change the color. Change the colors of this. That looks brilliant. Now, I think I used flat roofs all for those buildings. Yes, I did. I don't even think I finished all those buildings decoration-wise, so we'll have to go eventually sometime down the line and finish up those. Alright, so welcome to Hats Fantastic. So here we go. This is going to be fantastic. Can you believe that? This is going to be fantastic. Alright, I gotta find the perfect column to use here. What do we want to use? We can use wood, modern wood. There's different options here. I might even be able to look to find different stuff, but I think go with a modern touch with it. Should we go with a modern touch? If I change the color of this to that beautiful Hats Fantastic orange color. Yeah, we're going to go with a modern touch on this building. Give it that nice modern touch. Alright, so let's just start throwing this together. And we're going to make sure that we have the beautiful colors and details throughout this shop. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to actually, another thing with your shops is to not have them just flat. You have different shops, push them back, push them forward, do whatever you can. And as you can see, this one's even with this one, but I'm going to differentiate that, change that for the most part. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to framework here, and we are going to head in and actually make a little bit of a front piece here. Kind of like this little cover for the entrance of this. So that's going to put that there. Then we're going to throw in some roof pieces on top of that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change this up. Whoops, I actually meant to move that, not duplicate it. Just like that. And that way you just kind of have like more variety to your buildings, and it looks awesome. Okay, so we're going to put our big old sign right up here somewhere, but we can go ahead and add some windows as well. Again, we're kind of trying to use different windows for each building. That way, each of them look a little bit different than the others. So we're going to go ahead and put some awnings on this one. Some Hats Fantastic. There it is. This is going to be a brilliant shop, and now we're just going to find that brilliant. This is going to fit perfectly when we find the Hats Fantastic, big old Hats Fantastic sign. I love the shops in the game. I've always had a big fan of the shops in the game that they've had, and just the signs and advertising they've had for all of them. It looks awesome. That's excellent. So now we're going to go ahead and throw in some more cover for this or something. I don't know. Just something small like that. That will look fantastic. Ha! You see what I did there? It will look fantastic. Alright, so we're going to put a small piece up here as well. I think we're going to... a very short piece up here. It might have some fighting textures a little bit on the side, but we covered it up in the front here, so that is okay. So I think I'm going to fix that problem up just by doing something like this. Because I don't know about you, but I hate fighting textures. I think they are terrible looking. The way they just kind of like fight each other. It's just like, I want to show. No, I want to show. And in all honesty, I just want one or the other to show. Like, come on. Alright, so we're going to actually create some curb right here to change these two. That will actually look good once we get around to that. So this is already looking pretty good. Let's see, what kind of other details do we want to put in here? Let's do this. Alright, I'm going to add some concrete I'm gonna add just a little bit to this because it just needs a little bit more to it. All right, I think I have it on the, is that the green? Yeah, I think it is. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Well, I thought I was gonna put that there, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put that there, and we're gonna work our way. Okay, I guess I didn't put it there. That time, I put it there. All right, and if I'm lucky, we won't get the stupid glitch, but we're gonna get it anyway, so that's all right. Whatever. There we go. That adds just a little more character to that spot right there. And this needs something. Yeah, it does. I love this wooden piece because it doesn't necessarily have to look like it's a wooden piece, but it is. It is a wooden piece, and it doesn't have to look like a wooden piece, but it is. I already said that, but it's not a wooden piece. I mean, you can use it as a wooden piece or not. It's just a very clean thing I like to use because, you know, it works well for like minor trim building details and stuff. Where's Golden Valley? It's not on this live stream, but it will be on a very live stream close to you. I was actually debating whether to do Golden Valley or this today, so I decided to go with Arrow Valley today because that's what I felt like doing. But yes, it will come back very, very soon. Do not worry, do not fret. It's coming again. It will be back. I guarantee it. It's not gone or anything. Trust me. I know it's been a while since the last episode, but I'm currently actually trying to figure out what I'm going to do in that park next. So and it's a very different kind of like style. It is a story park, so kind of interesting. Okay, I don't know if I like those there. I don't care for those. It just kind of stuck too much out, or stuck out a little bit too much for me. All right, let's add a little bit of lighting features here. I'm gonna have to see what all this looks like at night, of course. Alright, we still have room for some buildings over here in the corner. We have already got 3 shops in here, so let's go ahead and connect the pathway real quick. Oh, let's get rid of those. Don't want that fencing in there. I'm just going to do angle snap. We're going to connect you in there. And why not just make it free? Okay, that works. There we go. Doesn't matter what texture we use because I am going to just cover it up with this texture on the inside. Brilliant. Okay. I don't believe I actually have any pathways underneath this, do I? Yeah, there's no pathway underneath that. So I guess we're not going to be walking along the side of it, which it's not a really big deal, but anyways, yeah. How about those buildings? Those buildings are looking quite nice. They're going to complement these very well, and these, I'm going to go ahead and decorate this a little bit more. I mean, look at the pip shot is obviously incomplete. Man, you can tell, like, this was when I first started the park, and this is since my skills have improved. Like, it's incredible. Okay, let's take a look a little bit at Golden Valley at night. Yeah, those are nice and lit up. This isn't lit up at all because my building skills just sucked back then. It's insane watching my builds get gradually better over time. Have I thought about doing a children's coaster for Golden Valley? Yes, of course I have. But right now the smallest coaster we have right now is the spinning coaster. We also have an arrow coaster, which is kind of like it's kind of small, but it's, you know, it has inversions and stuff. But I actual kitty coaster. Yes, I think I'm going to. How many coasters do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 coasters right now, and my minimum that I wanted to put in this park is 6. So we have at least one more we're going to put in, and I think we actually might add more than that. I was actually thinking of a very large scaled coaster going in here at the edge here, and I was just thinking, like, wow, I could put like a nice Giga coaster there or something, but that's gonna be a later episode if I do that. So I just kind of had that thought while I was coming in here. So just keep that in mind. I'm considering a Giga coaster. I don't know if I want to put an Intamin Giga or a B&M Giga, but we'll see. Oh, you said Golden Valley. Sorry, not Arrow Valley. Sorry. I guess I just need to actually read more properly next time. Sorry. But as for Golden Valley, I'm sure it will eventually get some sort of kiddie coaster or something. But this one could use one too. Just saying. But yes. Golden Valley will probably eventually get something. We'll see. For a kiddie coaster or something like that. Okay. We are going to make a sidewalk to blend this in just a little bit better. It'll look nicer overall. I'm making a part of the building, that way I can just, alright, so now we're just going to place multiple ones of it. Speed up the process a little bit and just go whoosh. It's just nice, a nice little extra layer detail. Here, we'll go down to 2 over here. Look at how beautiful that is. Are you going to put benches? Yes. I have a plan for benches for this right now, and that's what I'm going to be doing behind the pizza pen right here. And I want to create a little section here strictly for picnic benches and stuff. I think that would be a nice little picnic area right here. It's going to be nice. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to create this section. We're going to create this area for that, and let's see what kind of path texture. I want to do a different path texture for this. Instead of just the asphalt, we're going to be using something different. Oh, I don't know. Which one do I want to use? Let's use this one. I like this texture a lot. Alright, so I'm just going to throw this in here like this. I don't know if I got that even. I wonder if I can select a bottom piece of this grid of the building. That way it is nice and flush with the building. Yeah. So we're going to get this series of pathways because we're going to be adding some benches, tables, whatever to all this. Because we got to add some part of the new update into this. Why wouldn't we? And I might put a staff building behind here too. In those parts of the building right there. Because we're going to need some of those as well. For our staff members. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and delete just a couple of spots around the middle. And we're going to be placing some nice scenic pieces there. Here, I'll just do 4 by 4 there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and scenery. And let's take a look at those benches. Oh yeah, these tables and benches and stuff like that. You want to eat? Let's eat. Need to set these straight. Straight as possible anyways. Okay, so we're going to place some benches in this area. Nice and evenly spaced. Perfectly. Now I'm going to do it in a way where I don't put too many in there. I don't want to place too many down, but just enough. See, I wish you could use the advanced move tool on these, but you cannot, unfortunately, use the advanced move tool on these. Yeah, that one was not even with the other ones. But hey, we're going to get as darn close as we can. I'm going to place these down here first before we place those. And hopefully our guests will enjoy these benches as much as I do. Okay. Alright, let's put one more layer on the outside here. I want them spaced out enough to make sure there's plenty of walking room. Just like so. You gotta flow with the music and just place these down perfectly like that. Okay, so we're gonna have a nice little scenic spot right there. So there's something nice to view and look at. And I'm gonna decorate the back of these buildings since they will be visible to guests. And since they're gonna be visible to guests, we want to make sure that guests are gonna be viewing something pleasant looking there. All right, so we can put these down. These are the custom billboards. You can have there's lit ones and there's ones that do not light up. So you can place these around here, and if you actually hold down F, they'll actually snap, but they're unfortunately kind of they are slanted. We don't want them slanted. We want them to be straight. Whoops, did not mean to place that. Now I have to adjust this again. If I do that and hold down F, they're probably still gonna go. Oh yeah, okay. Never mind, they work. They will work. I just want to make sure they are straight. Okay. So we don't have too many. We have that one, this one with some hearts. Or we can literally put a umbrella over it. But which one do we want to use? I wish they had more covers. I mean I can use the custom cover for right now. We'll just use the custom cover and we'll decide what we want to use it on later. I guess we can put like a pizza pin logo on it or something. So we want them to be covered. But I do like these new tables and benches and stuff. This should be enough for our guests anyways. Alright, so let's see what the images are. Oh man, I should have just done one and then just copied it. We got Missy Good. Oh yeah, that's right, they don't have pizza pin. Do Chief Beef. Chief Beef. Should we do Chief Beef? What's with the time is ticking video that you recently posted? They're teasers for something. I will say that much, and that's about all I'm going to say about them. I will say people have been guessing what they think what it means and what it is, but no one I will say no one has gotten it right yet. So, just for those who's really trying to figure it out. I feel like I should change some of these up. I don't know why I'm just gonna leave them right now, for right now. I don't know what image I'm gonna put on. But look at those. Those are cool. Okay, so we're gonna put a scenery item in the middle here. I mean, maybe I might put a custom image on there, something cool, maybe the Arrow Valley logo, which I haven't made yet, actually. I need to make that. Need some sort of logo. Okay, for scenery here, I want to put some sort of centerpiece. Statues and centerpieces here, maybe. I was thinking maybe a fountain or something. Because I like fountains. And it will just fit nicely in here. It's got some skulls on these. Oh no. Here, we'll use this one. We don't want skulls on our fountain. Okay, so we have that. Can these snap in here? No, they can't. Those don't snap in there anyways. Okay, I got a fountain with nothing in it. Let's try and find stuff to put in it. I think they've definitely have added stuff since I've been in here. So I have not used these in a long time. Well, we're gonna stick to the white stuff, because that's the white statues, because those are closer to what we want. I'm just trying to find something that will look good in here. Now, does this have fountains in it? No, it's just a blank. Centering is crucial. Simple. That will be simple. Simple enough. Does that drop water out of it? Yeah, it does. I was like, am I going to have to add effects to that? Alright, so we're going to go to water effects here, and we're going to add this up a little bit. We're going to add some... Add some of these guys. Does these angle out a little bit? Yeah, they do. Alright, is this medium or small? This is small. Alright, I want this one. Let's go ahead and do angle snap now. Yeah, we should probably use small. Oops. Now I'll never be able to select that. Darn. I gotta figure out how much I angled that. So 2 times. 3 times. I think that's the one right there. Okay, so now we're gonna strategically place the rest of these perfectly with no problems. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Strategically place things. Strategically. I know there's like the easiest way there. I should have just made it a building, but I didn't. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3. So books out there. Okay, I'll probably add more later. But for right now, we're just gonna have the 4. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Rustic City this week. I actually was planning on recording another episode of that after this stream. So, yes, hopefully in the next week or so. Hopefully. I have plans. I have many plans in the works. But my goal is to get some of these parks done. That's what I want to do right now. Work on some of these parks. Get them all completed. Because there's a nice project coming up that you guys are not going to want to miss. I can't wait to get to it. But first things first, we got to complete what we have left to complete. So, alright, so that's there. Let's connect these together. Gonna go ahead and make this all accessible from here. Nice. Now I still have this space I don't know what to do with just yet. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's go ahead and make it a staff building. Let's place it right here. That'll be a good spot for it. Shops and facilities. Staff management. Oh, poop. The game says otherwise. The game says no, you're not. You're not gonna place it there. Maybe, I guess I can place it here. This is okay right there. That works alrighty. Works okie dokie. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and put an arch in there. There we go. Now we're just going to put a beautiful custom sign. Just a beautiful sign. I'll use the, one of these. It is going to say, employees only. I don't want no guests in there. Employees only. That way they can... That's going to be like their little rest area, break area, so they have somewhere to go. Okay, so, with that being said, I guess I can just go ahead and fill in the pathways here. So we thought. Okay, so I'm gonna head into scenery here. Make this part of this. Something also cool about the update now that I am really excited for are these barriers. Now we can essentially place now. Guess we'll avoid these and try to walk around them, so. And they're just these little curbs. So I'm just gonna place this all the way down here. We're gonna put a fence up here. We're just gonna place a nice fence. So under scenery, we can go ahead and put fence. Go ahead and align the surface. Angle this up, that way it's nice and beautifully together with it. Alright, we'll place 3 down and go ahead and select those 3 and duplicate those 3. That way we don't have to worry about taking forever just to build a fence. Alright, so I'm going to select this last one and we are going to move it inside here. Rotate it. Alright, and as for this last curb, I can get rid of it. Actually, we'll just place it right there. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of fire texture, but we'll get rid of that by that. And then this is going to be just a little backstage area, because we're going to now put in some bins here. Some garbage cans and stuff like that. And right in the view of guests. While you're eating, you're going to have a nice bin right there. But it's nice because for the janitor, I mean, it's not going to be functional, but the janitor is going to be able to go through around the trash, and he has a bin right there he can use. So that works perfectly for him. I'm thinking about the employees right now. Okay. We got to think about them as well. They're people too. Kind of want just a blank door with no windows. That's what I want. But not like that. That'll be out. That works. Alright, so we're just going to place a couple of... We're just going to place some windows around here. These are going to be kind of like facades because they're not going to be functional. They're just there because the guests are in view of the back of these buildings. So we're just going to use some Street Fox coffee awnings. That way these have something. They serve a purpose. Nice. Alright. So, we're going to have to decorate the back of these just a little bit as well. Now, I'm thinking about putting maybe just one more building right here. One more facility of some sorts. One thing I've noticed is, do we even have a restroom in this park? I don't even know. Alright, gift shop. Chief beef. I don't even think I've placed one restroom yet. That could be problematic for our guest. Alright, so we're going to go off and work a little bit on these. So what we're going to be doing is adding some scenery in these little grassy areas. More specifically, some nature stuff. Just kind of beauty up the park a little bit. Make it just flow with happiness and nature. So we're just going to have a pathway of nice, naturey greens. Just like so. And now we're going to add Just some random bushes throughout there. Okay, let's get a line to surface off so it will stay low where I want it. Do some rotating, different bushes throughout. That way everyone can just go, I love the nature of this park. There's so much nature. That way we can do that. We're just gonna add it throughout here. That's one thing. If you want something to look better, I've said it for decades. Well, years. I don't know about decades. I've only been alive for just over 2 decades, so I've said it for years. If you add foliage and trees and bushes in your park, everywhere, just add them everywhere, it can make the crappiest things look good. That's what nature can do. That's what green can do. Look how much more beautiful. Just add the beauty. The beauty that this has become just by adding some trees and bushes. Like, oh man. You weren't expecting that, I bet. Could even add some flowery areas and eventually in some sections as well. Can't neglect the beautiful flowers either. These are just going to be like some just areas that you're going to be walking through, traveling to the next section of the park. And look at that. You got this gorgeous RMC T-Rex coaster right by the entrance that you're going to be able to experience. What is this song? I think I said that the last time I played. It sounds familiar. The sky behind the clouds. We're just going to place enough benches for all. Because when you get those lazy guests in here, something I do plan on doing that I want to do is to actually add some scenarios of some of the parks I created. Because I can actually open those up as a scenario now. So that's going to be incredibly awesome. Just remember the sky behind the clouds. Yes. Sky behind the clouds. Just remember, don't forget your litter bins, or your guests will litter in your park. Literally everywhere. We haven't even completed that. That's just the start of that scenery right there. See, what we've been doing in this episode is I just wanted to fill in this area because it was very open and empty. I gotta put something here. I don't know what to put yet. I don't know if I just want to put in some more greens and stuff, or if I actually want to put a ride there, or maybe another shop slash stall. As you can see, this area is starting to come together very nicely, though. It will all come together eventually. Alright, so we can actually possibly work a little bit on the queue line for our RMC. And the entrance area for it. Because we're going to have to do that. Select grid. We're going to put this queue line right by that area of the track. That way you know you're like, oh man, look how cool that is. We're going to throw in some switchbacks. It's going to be beautiful. Can a drop tower fit there? I don't know. I don't know if I want to put a drop tower there. I was thinking about just some small ride for now. Just like this part, left and right, you're just going to be like, oh, there's a roller coaster, there's a roller coaster, there's a roller coaster. Alright, we'll do one more switchback here. We'll come around here. Okay, so something I haven't started actually doing yet is actually priority passes. Something that I actually was planning on doing for this park. I never actually did it yet. If you can believe that or not. I don't know how to implement it in at the moment. On some of the rides, but I can do it for this one. Alright, there's the exit path. As you can see right there. I made it go underneath the station. That's kind of neat. And let's see. Let's go ahead and make some pathways here. I'm gonna make a themed its own section here. Oops. Okay, well, let's go ahead and this path. So it's gonna come this direction. Let's go ahead and get angle snap off there. We're just gonna throw in this section here. That way it has its own area. We're gonna smooth these out here, these paths out. I want to make these very wide sections here. Almost to where there's like hardly any queue line or any grass right there. The area where the entrance is, I just want to make it nice and open. That way, if it gets crowded and everything, you know, towards the entrance of the ride, there's plenty of space for people to navigate through. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's go ahead and do the asphalt right there. That way that stays the same there. See, attention to detail on some of the path smoothing elements that I'm trying to put in as well. See, that didn't do anything, so I'm not going to worry about that. So, let's go ahead and clean that up just a little bit. That's starting to look good. Making like these nice wide paths. Alright, that should be big enough, or good enough right there. And then I can add like this nice little entrance sign, or the sign right here for like the sign for the ride and stuff like that. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and connect the queue line. Let's go ahead and get the fences back on right here. And that's how that area is going to go in, just like that. I'm thinking I might put something in the middle here, just for fun. Something nice and pretty. That's where the guests are going to exit. Something I still need to do is actually place in a transfer track for this ride. I think I'm going to place it right here. It's a little bit too short of a spot, but it might actually have to work for now. I'm going to go ahead and edit this. Yes, well, before I do that, before I forget, let's go ahead and add that priority pass, now that you mention it. So let's see, we are going to go to, if I remember how to do it, it's been so long since I've actually done a priority pass. Enable priority pass. We're going to place that priority pass entrance right here. Let's go ahead and place it right here. That'll be fine. And then we'll make it go straight across right here, and all they're going to have to do is go up the steps. And we are just going to use the same textured path. Nice. See, you got to plan these beforehand. That way you know where you're going to put those things. You're literally just standing in the grass. Alright, I'm going to make a queue building for that as well. But in the meantime, we're going to work on some sort of transfer track. Transfer. Alright, so I'm going to go into the framework here. Go ahead and make it dark. We're going to make this black. Actual black. All right. Going to the height. And we're going to start a frame going right here, like so. So now I'm just going to copy these. Okay, so that might be about all we can do right now. There we go. Brilliant. Alright, doesn't have to be a very large transfer track, we're just going to do what we need to do. And now I'm just going to add some pieces that will just kind of put it into place. So I'm going to go scenery theme, Western. And I always use these for the for these. Must be under, yeah, that's right. It's under scenery, not building. Of course. Why would I think that in the first place? All right, nature region, scenery theme, Western. So we're going to use this first. What we do is we're going to align this to surface. And it's on angle snap, so I'm going to make the color of this. Well, I usually leave it the dark. Black that it's on. Alright, I just need this to go over here. And all we're going to do is copy these over to the others. This is just going to be a simple transfer track, nothing too ridiculous. So now we're going to use a locomotive train track rail. This looks, I like using this. It makes it look like, you know, a nice little mechanism that will go on wheels that pulls the track right over. Might have to lower all this. Just might. Okay. Just a little bit. That might be a good idea to do. Since it's going through the stuff like that. Which we can do by just selecting all of this without selecting that, so we're just going to click move. Grid height is already all the way down, so I just want to make this low enough to where it's not going to interfere that, but it's also going to be attached to the, yeah, there we go. And this is going to lead into the building. Again, it's going to look slightly off just a little bit. We're going to work with that, though. Thinking about splitting this from the building, actually. And making it its own. That way I can place it precisely where I need it. So we're going to split this section from the building, make it its own building, and now I can place this wherever I want, freely. Nice, right? Yeah. There we go, so I can make a wide enough building for these maintenance bays. Alright, so that's going to be there. And now I'm just going to create a nice little maintenance section here. And we're going to create 2 sections here. I might even move back just a little bit and add 1 more support structure there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. No objects to show. Let's get rid of that. You are gonna be neon green. So that's what it's gonna look like. But we are going to cover that up completely. With some texture that I can find, hopefully. If I can find any texture that would work. I can actually just use a wall, because... Is that on the inside? Yeah, it's on the inside, so I can't do that, so... That won't work that way. Gingerbread? No. Can't. We're not going to use gingerbread. Not a gingerbread house. Spit. We're just going to spitball here. There we go. There's your maintenance base. Oh yeah, I'm going to move the building back just a little bit. To exactly about right there. That way it looks like it will fit a little bit better. Alright, and we're going to have to create 1 more of these. Nope, you're selecting everything but what I'm clicking on. Hate it when it does that. Alright, did I do it? Nope, I got another one of these selected for some reason. Okay. Whatcha? Alright, that will do it for that. Whoops. And I'm just going to make a flat concrete roof for this. And we're essentially just going to do the same thing with the regular building. That way it's just an identical building right by itself. Oh, it's the green one. There it is. Green one without being green. I think I just made it a... Well, has to be that color. So that's pretty darn close if that's not the color. Alright, we got a nice little transfer track there for our RMC T-Rex coaster. Now, that section's going to start coming together soon. Alright, let's reset the filters on these as well. Again, this will make everything look good. I guarantee it. Put a tree in there. I might add some borders around the pathways a little bit, but I'm going to save that for some like extra detailing, maybe off-screen stuff. different things like that. Alright, so you can see that we have really filled in a lot of scenery gaps here. So that's looking good, and I can't wait for that to turn out. We still have to add some more buildings around here. Yeah, so we might expand out just a little bit over here, a little bit more. Put something in the back of the park. I don't know, maybe a Giga coaster of some sorts. How many coasters do we have that go upside down? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 of the 5 go upside down, so it'll be nice to, you know, even out the lineup with a really good, thrilling ride that does not go upside down. I mean, we got our wooden coaster over here, of course. See if the priority pass is done for the wing coaster. No, I did not do one for the wing coaster. I might be able to muster up something somehow, but as of right now, no. I'm gonna try and maybe redo some of the queue lines to where you can use the priority pass on a lot of them. Like this one, I haven't even finished the queue line for the spinning coaster, so I can do something for that. So just like I'm just gonna have to redo some of them for the most part. Like the wooden coaster, I'll have to figure something out, but as of right now, no. They do not have them. I might be able to do something here because this is the beginning, slightly the beginning of the queue line before all those switchbacks, so it doesn't have to be right at the entrance of the ride. It can be, you know, somewhere down, maybe around over here, where they get to cut all of this line, so we'll see. I might make another structure going up here and maybe connecting with this somehow, but that remains later on when I try to figure out those structures and stuff. As of right now, don't have anything for it, so we're gonna leave it be. And we need to add some more flats into the park as well. So I might do some more. I do want to add a drop tower somewhere eventually. Oh gosh. And now the video is going to be lagging just a little bit because the video output has decided to become low. So we don't want, that's no good on that part. We don't need that. I do need to add a restroom. I need to add a bathroom to the park. I don't have a bathroom in the park. Why don't we have a bathroom in the park? Yes, a log flume would definitely be a good addition to the park as well. We do need some water rides. We do need a water ride or two. That is something the park is lacking at the moment. So right now I'm just trying not to go too far out. I'm trying to decorate each area. That way I have less to do later on. So yeah, when we come back, I'm thinking about doing a Giga coaster. Somewhere in the back of the park here. That's where this is going to lead to. A Giga coaster, I feel, would just fit quite nicely in this section. Possibly. And I don't know if I want to do an Intamin Giga or a B&M Giga. Because I've actually created a B&M Giga support that works for that actually will work really good, actually. I'm actually very proud of this support. I used Fury 325s as inspiration for it, and it's a thicker support structure for the lift hill of a Giga coaster. So I think it can go up to a Giga coaster all the way up to 330 feet, I think, somewhere around there. So that could be very good. If I put, you know, the lift hill right here, and then it could just have a nice epic layout of some sort, you know. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments of what I should add next. Should I do a B&M Giga or an Intamin Giga or something like that? Or maybe even do, you know, a water ride next. But I think I'm going to do a Giga coaster over here. If not a Giga, at least a hyper coaster of some sorts. I want you guys to decide in the comment section or right now in the live chat if I should do a hyper or Giga. I'm going to be doing one or the other. So, and what company? Which one should I do? A B&M or Intamin or whatever? You know, we already have a B&M coaster, but I'm not opposed of putting a second one in there either. So, but yeah, we got to add some more flat rides around the park. We got some pretty decent ones in here. We got a flat ride here. Hyperspin. We do have the iconic Ferris wheel. We have a chair swing. We have the balloons over here in this section, just kind of thrown in there. But it will get some people in there over eventually. So, let's see. I don't know if I want to work on that building just yet. I kind of want to add one more flat ride. Something tall. Massive. The Screaminator. I do want us to get to the point where we have... I didn't actually mean to place that. Where we have... are able to control the height of this. They said that's very difficult in the programming at the moment, but maybe someday they'll add it to where we can actually make whatever we want on the height. I believe this one, it's definitely over 300 feet, I think. This the Screaminator. But that will attract a lot of people that direction. But it looks like everyone is agreeing on the B&M Giga for that area, so I'm very excited. That would be cool. A lot of people want the B&M Giga, and it would be easier to do the Giga right now because I have the blueprints for the lift support. Like, I'm very proud of this. Here, I'm actually going to place it down and actually show you. I built this off screen. I think I actually posted it to the Steam Workshop as well. So if you guys are interested in getting a B&M Giga support, this is what it looks like. I actually added the flanges on it, so it's more realistic. And the track is so small compared to the beams here, so it was kind of hard to make a proper connector to it, but it looks okay. I like the how it turned out. But yeah, as you can see, I added all the flanges as realistic as I could. And it actually looks pretty good. I'm actually very proud of this. So it would go this way, and you can actually use it for multiple supports. So you don't have to just use one, and you can actually use it for the slightly... if you want to use a slanted version of it, all you have to do is, if you have a second one, you just have to get rid of the block at the bottom, and that way you can slant it whichever direction you want. What did you miss of the stream so far? What you have missed, if you just joined recently, like I think you said, is we've just been filling in this area with scenery and buildings. So we're working on the buildings on this side now, finally, of the main street. We added some picnic benches with a nice little fountain there, which is still in the making. And we added some more foliage over here, and we've added this nice little plaza for the RMC T-Rex and the transfer track and storage building for the trains for those. That is where we are of what I've done in the stream. So, but anyways, coming back to this, it worked very well. So if you guys are interested in this, getting this for yourself, I actually have posted it on the Steam Workshop. I believe I have. If I haven't, I'm pretty sure I have. But yeah, I thought it turned out really good. Custom made, and it looks fantastic. Like it looks like a legit, Here, I'll show you what it looks like in action. This is not going to be the B&M Giga. This is just for demonstration purposes. Because I've always went away from building these Giga coasters, the B&M Giga, just because the support structure on it was really bad, and it didn't really work very well for it. So these are going to be at for a 45-degree angle. We go here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the track supports off. If you know B&M Giga coasters, they don't really have a lot of support structures on the lift hill. And you know the way it works. Alright, so say if I do it this way. that over 300 feet? No, it's not over 300 feet. Ah, crap. So I messed that up. We'll build one more. Again, like I said, you can use this for like 300-foot tall B&M Gigas. But the way it works, I inspired the Giga support from Fury 325. So sink that into the ground, and it works well for Giga coasters up to about 330 feet. So if I just use this here, I think I have it. Do I have it rotated correctly? Nope, I got it rotated backwards. So the way it works is, of course, you got to line it up perfectly, at least close enough. And just remember, like, the top is unsupported. They always use this top is usually unsupported for these. So it works very well. You just got to line it up perfectly as best as you can. Using this camera, it's hard to adjust it because the arrows are at the bottom. So you just kind of have to eyeball it as best as you can. Right underneath the track. And then you can adjust the height up and down. Again, you can get to about 330 feet with this one. Roughly. You could probably go a little bit taller with it, but... But you're just going to have to change the color of the top piece to whatever color you want on the structure. So if your Giga coaster is a different color than what is displayed here, then you're going to want to change that. I'm going to push this in just a little bit so it's inside the track. But roughly, as you can see, that's pretty close. I got it. Of course, you have the drop right here. If for this height, because it's just over 300 feet, it should be around 40 degrees. Well, I always thought they were 45. Is it really 40 degrees? I always thought it was 45. But it would work for 40 degrees as well, but I'm going to have to check on that before I actually build this, so that way, because again, I want it as close as possible. Once you're towards the bottom, you can make it more, you know, you can start using the regular support structures, but like the two closest to the tallest, again, you can just drag these into the ground. And then if you want to adjust, what I do is I actually get rid of this slanted pole on this one that's closer to the ground. But yeah, these support structures look really good. And again, I'm pretty sure I uploaded it to the Steam Workshop if you guys want them. But complete with flanges. And you can universally use them for a lot of B&M Giga coasters. And again, if you want to change the color, you got to go in here, edit the building, and just change the color of these pieces here. I think there's just a couple pieces in there, yeah, like that. Say if I needed it red, boom, there you go. Simple as that. But I'm sure it will work. The structures actually will work for 40 degrees because they're actually not as slanted as the 45 degrees. So if it's 40 degrees, cool. We'll use 40 degrees. But I'm very proud of those structures. I'm actually really glad of how those turned out. I'm actually very proud of those. So, but anyways, I think it's going to do it for this episode. We got quite a bit done for those sections that we did do, so. And I think I'm going to come back next time building a B&M Giga coaster. A lot of people would prefer the Giga over the Hyper coaster. No one even said Hyper, so. I'm excited for that, and I'm going to have it wrap around the backside here, and maybe you can go by the parking lot a little bit, and then come back around. So that's going to be a fun development that will go on here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'm going to go work on an episode of Rustic City and a couple other things, and we'll see. We'll go from there. So I'm going to try and get some more stuff out to you guys as soon as I can. Again, it's been a rough it's a rough month for me, trying to get through work and everything at the same time. So we're going to save the Giga coaster for the next episode, and hopefully it won't be like multiple weeks before that happens. So I'm going to try and get to it sooner than expected. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this on Planet Coaster and more stuff to come. So I will catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Thanks so much, and goodbye.